We are live. You
Oh
think
man, I actually had
you think I should
no,
what?
no play.
It's too
I
late
think
now,
you should
Chris.
institute a system in. I guess we're doing a Star Wars based game soon. I,
Potentially, yeah.
I think you should institute a system where Ma hands out DM inspirations.
Ah,
Every time she wants to blaze something, she wants to be something ridiculously overpowered.
yeah.
Ooh, I think Ma should be a Sith Lord.
Like I was telling her tonight, for example, in D&D, I explained to her my predicament and that I had forbidden Chris Head from playing a bard.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to explain to her why that was and about all the fuckery bards can get up to, and how I
Yeah.
would never let Chris Head play a bard in any game I run. And and she said I could be queen of the bards, and I said, well, that's not really a thing. You could make it a thing, and I was like, I could, but I'm not. So she
I think
gets
we
Your
should all
own
play D
mom.
and D with Ma, and all of us should be bards.
no,
Except for me.
no, we're not doing that.
Queen of the Bods.
We
Yeah,
won't. We
she'll
won't.
always be like 2 levels higher than us.
We won't
Oh,
ever do that.
I like that.
All right,
Oh
let's
man.
see. I'm so tired. I'm tired like every night now. Like hard tired. All right, so
I think that's pretty normal.
who wants to give us the recap of what happened last time?
Jonathan does.
Yeah, I don't.
Chris Ed, for that,
Uh,
you're going to start the first either attack or saving throw that you make is going to be at disadvantage.
Oh,
ah, damn it.
Laugh it up, smartass.
Smart.
All right. For real though, who wants to give the recap of what happened last week? If I have to give it, you're all going to start off with disadvantage.
Okay. I will do my best. All right. So we were checking over uh, the room. Well, it's now sort of like an open room. Well, it's still a room at the time.
It's
After
become a
we had
sunroom
defeated
now.
the general, it's become a sunroom. It's become a patio. A patio.
Yeah.
And so we were checking out what might be in the room. Also, about to start searching the general's for any kind of magical items, and when um, a bigger and badder, and we say bigger and badder is more powerful. Lord Roville floats back into the scene, blows up that room. Now it's like I said, a makeshift patio.
Had
And
taken a couple of levels in badass at some point. Somehow
yes,
had powered up
d- d- yes,
with
off
necrotic
off
energy.
I feel
necrotic.
like
Yeah,
he
with
looks like the octopus woman in The Little Mermaid.
oh yeah.
Like he
So
Tentacles.
was
off
no longer
off
squishy.
You mean Ursula?
off.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ursula the Sea Witch?
yeah.
Yes. Singing Ursula the Sea Witch's song, poor unfortunate souls. Lord Roville comes back onto the scene, blows up the room, um, and uh, and filled with necrotic energy. So it looks like off camera, he was endowed with more power by Shaldor, and started to uh, I think everybody except for Soren failed their saving throws, if I'm correct, and we were doing battle. I think uh, uh, Loomis flew up and started to attack him physically. Then started losing hit points because he had to attack him, physically because he has this necrotic sphere around him, and so um, uh, what was it? I think there was just a bunch of spells that were being cast back and forth between Soren and Lord Roville. Uh, I believe
Good
Torka
friend.
cast some healing.
Loomis is flying around like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, and and I think that's where we left it.
Does anyone want to add anything? All right, very good. We will pick
What was
up
the big damage he was doing?
necrotic.
Like ice bait? Oh, it's necrotic. Okay.
Yeah, he's been doing necrotic damage to you. Let's see. Who was
Are
it
you
that
using the ice cone template?
put down the column of cold? It wasn't a cone of cold. Hang on here.
I think that might have been Cole.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute, no, was it actually? I think actually it was Torka. Was a column of cold.
Column of cold?
Cold, yeah. Or
It's not.
is it
That's not
like
what the
ice
name of
storm?
the. That's not what the name
Oh,
of the
oh,
spell is.
oh, 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 oh.
Ice
That's
storm. That's right.
Yeah.
yeah. I did drop the ice storm. Yes.
Okay. All right. And that goes away. I think at the start of your turn.
I'll put it in chat. Into my next turn. Yes.
Okay. So this wall and this wall are gone. They were destroyed at the beginning of the second battle when Lord Roville came and destroyed it with a fireball. This wall is still here, and the door is still working. And Soren and Stokel had run into this corridor. They're little punk bitches. They like to open the door, fire, and then run back. And I feel fine with describing them as little punk bitches. But
Oh,
it is Cole's turn. Dale, do you have access to his sheet?
Yes, I have it open.
All right, hang on here. All right. What would you like to do?
I have no freaking clue. Um. All right. I am going to, since I'm in a no-win situation here, I don't know how to play a bard. I don't know how to play a bard with no life, basically. Um, so how do I'm gonna have to ask some mechanics questions as we play.
Okay.
How do I give bardic inspirations? I see that I have them.
So I believe it's a bonus action. Let me look that up real quick because it's been a while since I played a bard.
I can. I'm sorry. I can
No,
look on.
it's okay. I'll just hold your hand through this whole thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, bard is one of the tougher classes to play, especially if you've never done it before, and then suddenly somebody throws a level 17 bard at you.
Equal.
So yeah, it's
So
a
it'd be
bonus.
a
It's a bonus
D12.
action on your turn. Yeah. So you just say I'm giving so and so. It's got to be somebody within 60 feet of you that can hear you.
Oh, interesting. So if I could yell loud enough through the door, I could give it to Torka.
I mean,
I'd have to role play it. I get that. Like,
yeah, but I mean, if you were to open the door, and you can open the door just by moving through it. I don't really charge you guys an action to do it. But if you wanted to give a bardic inspiration to Torka, totally you could. You'd have to move.
okay.
You'd have to move through the door.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. I mean, Torka's just got to hear him, though.
Yeah, but you're in the middle of a battle. I'm ruling that if he's going to hear you, the door has to be open.
All good.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. All good. I'm just trying to talk mechanics. All good. Okay, so I guess I'm going to follow Cole Fiery Buckle's wishes that he posted yesterday in chat. With a little bit of a twist. I'm going to, as my bonus action, I'm going to inspire. I'm going to give a D12 to Soren.
Oh,
I'm going to say something very inspiring. If you had such a good-looking fez, I'm sure you'd get laid.
Wow.
And then,
I'll remember that.
So Cole is going to try and get
You're measuring from Lord Roville.
I am.
All right, just making sure you knew.
All right, Cole's going to move 5, 10, open the door, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Cole is going to kind of, as he moves into that spot, drop into the debris that is whatever is left of the wall and this desk or whatever. And Cole is going to ready an action. And so he's going to ready an action. And the trigger is basically going to be that if Lord Roville attacks in any way or casts a spell, then right afterwards.
Right after?
Cole, yeah.
Okay.
Cole's going to cast.
That makes sense because it does require a reaction. To hold your action in this fashion, it does require a reaction. So that makes sense.
So I'll cast Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Okay. All right. Very good. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're holding an action. Next up is, who was it that you inspired? Was it Soren?
Mm-hmm. Soren, you have a D12.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Next up is our friend Lord Roville. And I think Lord Roville, let's see, what does Lord Roville want to do? I think he's going to lash out once again with that arcane burst, which lets him make one attack roll made for all targets of his choosing within 120 feet. Oh, that's a crit. Oh, that's bad. All right. Now here is the caveat to that. With Loomis, Loomis was right next to him. So while making a ranged attack, he would have a 24 to hit Loomis. But he still does hit Loomis. 24 does hit Loomis. Loomis, you're only going to take normal damage, which is. Hang on here.
I'll take it.
60-10 necrotic.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna have toenail fungus after that.
You take 50 points of necrotic damage.
Wow.
Is there a
And
saving throw?
there is no saving throw.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why he makes the attack roll.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
gotcha.
unfortunately for you guys, he has a plus 17 to hit with that. So, being a crit, that goes from 60-10 to anybody want to hazard a guess?
90.
No, that doubles the dice that you roll, so that goes from 60-10 to 12d10.
Jesus.
So that is 33 plus 23 necrotic. That is going to be 56 points of necrotic damage. Boy, you guys got off light.
I was gonna say.
Got off, 56 necrotic damage. That's going to be on Soren,
That's only
Torka,
4 less than the medium.
and Cole.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a great crit.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a really strong crit. That 23 was. The 33 is average, but the 23 that was underwhelming. How is Cole feeling?
Cole is down and dying.
Oh. So a couple of things happened. Since he held his action and he was not able to cast his spell, he loses the spell slot, which for that spell is a 6th level spell. And he is now prone and dying, as his spell does not go off because the trigger was as soon as this guy attacks, then afterward he was going to attack. So that is Lord Roville's turn. He feels pretty good with himself. And that is going to be the start now of round 3. Soren Lawrenson, how are you feeling back over there in the other room?
Fresh as a daisy.
Soren, your chest, the robes over your chest and your chest itself are smoking with necrotic energy that just arced through this wall.
Oh yeah, and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. I am I'm going to do this. I'm going to come up the stairs. 5, 10.
You know what's funny
And-
about this is that the last time he tried to hit you guys with that, it was a critical miss. Like he rolled a 1. Well, it's not a critical miss; it's an automatic miss. But yeah, he rolled a 1 and missed everybody. And then to make up for that, he critted. Go ahead, Soren. I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
Oh yeah. I am going to cast Wish, and I'm going to wish that all of us in our party have the effects of a long rest.
Okay. So you want everybody to get all of their hit points back and all of
spell
Now,
slots. Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
So Soren reaches out with powerful magic, and here's the bitch about this. It does not take off the dying status from Cole, but it does give Cole back his hit points. What's his max HP, Torka?
It is 150.
His HP,
160.
His HP is back to
151.
max, but he is still dying.
Okay.
Okay.
So he could fight, but he still has to do the roll every
He is
round?
not. No, he's incapacitated. He's. You have healed him, but he is still currently dying. There's going to have to be some kind of method taken to stabilize him, either a medicine check or healing of some kind. Torka could heal him. Torka could lay hands on him. That will erase the dying condition from him.
Cool.
Hey,
But-
do we dumb question? Do we still have our temporary hit points?
You do
The
not.
20. Okay.
You do not.
Oh.
I mean,
So-
well, hang on. Let me back that up.
Go ahead.
You should have taken those 20 points off of whatever damage you took earlier. So when you took 50 points of damage, that should have erased that 20 that you took, and then the additional 30 would have carried over. And so
Okay,
at that point, you no longer have those temporary hit points.
All right, so I'm adding 22 back then because it didn't do it.
You're adding 22 back.
Well,
yeah,
you don't need.
I minus 50, but on the character sheet it still showed 22 on the temporary hit points. They didn't go away. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So,
They're gone now though.
well, the good news is that with Soren's Wish Spell, you've got all of your hit points back. You're back up to your hit point maximum, just not temporary hit points. They don't count towards that. And any class abilities that you had, they reset now. They're refreshed. Torka, you may want to go in and take yourself back up to max HP.
I'm doing it now. What about spell slots?
Yep. I thought that's what it counted on. Sorry.
Yeah. When you have a long rest, you get your spell slots back.
Okay. I'm dealing with 2 character sheets. Just give me a sec.
You literally feel like you had a full night's sleep. One minute
That
you
might
were
be the
getting your ass
coolest
whooped,
spell ever.
and the next minute you were getting you felt
Handy.
completely refreshed. Soren, you
Yes.
have used your wish spell
Yep.
in a way that is outside of the stated parameters of the wish spell, which is to do very specific things that are mentioned in the spell, or to mimic another spell, another existing spell. Therefore, I need you to roll 1d100 on a 1 through 33. You can never use wish again.
Oh shit.
Did you not read
okay.
that as part of the wish spell?
I forgot about that.
Oh,
All of my
oops.
desperation.
Oops.
Okay. All right.
This might be the
Art.
Soren Lawrence.
Wait a minute. I got 1d12 bardic inspiration.
All right.
Does that get,
I
me
will-
over?
I will allow it. Well, hang on.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think we can, because a bardic inspiration, I don't know that it can be used for this.
Oh shit.
Because it can be used to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. What you rolled on that 1d100 is none of those.
Ah shit. Oh well. Well, I was saving it for something else, but I'm trying to save the party instead. Oh well.
That's fine. So with I mean, it was well timed, but with
But I was really wanting to use it to bring Cole back to be a Tabaxi. That was my initial.
I know
thing.
what you were wanting to use it for. Unfortunately, you got to read the fine print on that spell.
Oh well.
So with a 31, that falls within the 1 to 33. And you realize you may have saved your friend's life. You may have turned the corner and won this fight for them. But it there was
A
something's
cost.
tugging at you inside, telling you that there was definitely a cost.
Yes.
All
Ah,
right,
it was worth it.
that was your
Saving
action.
the party.
Is there anything else
Yep.
that you want to do?
Let's see. I will go down here and cry in the stairs. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I will go, let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Next up is Loomis.
Okay. Loomis will attack with his action surge and his battle axe for 6 attacks. So here we go.
29 hits.
I still have the matrix thing, right?
Yes, it is still going on right now. What's the time on that spell, Torka?
I'm looking. I'll post it.
Yeah, what's the duration?
What's it called?
I don't know. You tell me. It's your spell.
Shit.
I doubt it's called the shit spell.
We're gonna call it Lindemann's Tiny Hut.
I thought you, Torka, cast it, not Cole.
I don't believe.
Neo's good luck charm.
Oh, right. I didn't know what you're talking about. I wonder. Neo's good luck charm.
You're a jerk. I'm looking for that on his spell sheet. Is it an enhance ability?
Foresight. That's what it is. It's a 9th level spell. Oh. 4th level spell. It has a duration of 8 hours.
That's Force Cage.
Foresight. I will even put it in chat. Has a duration of 8 hours. All right, so we know how long that lasts. 8 hours. So the
Still going.
the next 2 attacks, yeah, 13 and 14, they do not hit.
Okay.
29 hits. All right, another 12 points of damage. 31 is a 19 for you, so go ahead and roll that d12 twice. Roll an additional d12, I mean. So minus 26.
So that is, was that 3? 1,
That is 4.
2,
That's
3,
4.
4. That is correct.
You have 2 more.
Okay.
21 would hit, but he will use counterspell. Or not counterspell, he will use a shield. Which
Okay.
will raise his AC up to a 25.
Oh, all right.
All right, 31 again is a 19, so roll the damage and then roll another d12. Ooh, total of 12 points of damage. All right, that is your attack action. Is there anything else that you want to do?
No, I will hang tight.
All right.
Let it will end his turn.
Next up is Torkagalu. Hang on, I'm going to check on one thing real quick, because something... I may be remembering something wrong. No, I was correct. Yeah, with the wish spell, I thought maybe it was 30% and not 33, but no, it is. It's 33%. All
Ah,
right, very good. Next up is Torkagalu, King of the Wild Frontier.
King of the Wild Frontier.
Fought single-handed through the fought single
Torkagalu.
fought single-handed through the Cloaca Wars.
Hmm. I'm not gonna be pulled off sides with that. Um. What a waste of my turn, but I'm going to use my action.
Oh, and with that, your ice storm disappeared. Or no, is it at the end of your turn? Your next turn?
Into my turn, yeah.
Okay, all right. It's still in effect.
I'm gonna waste my action. And I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
I'd like to know if I can tell what Lord Roville has become. Like, is he demonic? Is he...
So you do sense the taint of demons. The taint of the abyss is thick in the area, not only from Lord Roville, but from the body of the general as well. You would guess that the same things that were affecting the soldiers that you fought just days ago. Remember how they all showed similar symptoms? You would think that it's similar to that, except much more profound with them. Like they made, their own secret deals for power. But they are definitely being empowered right now to some extent by Shaldor.
Okay.
But
So
you
it's
do not sense the presence of Shaldor other than his foul taint.
The way you say taint.
Yes.
It's exhilarating. Okay. So that is, by the letter of the law, that's fiend.
Yes. It is a fiendish taint, but you do not outright sense a fiend. More like whiff of fiend.
Oh, the taint gives off a whiff.
Yes.
Okay.
Like he doesn't use toilet paper.
Easy.
That's where we cross the line. Okay.
that's right.
Sorry.
All right.
Hey, okay. Can I ask a question about bonus action?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it says here in action surge,
Mm-hmm.
you could take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. So I've been reading about bonus action, and
It does.
bonus
It does
actions
not.
are not.
It does not automatically give you another
is-
bonus action.
Yes. How do I know when? And it says you can take it in any order if you had a bonus action, or do you tell me I have a bonus action, or is there some sort of event that lets me know, hey, in this situation?
So the
you
last
could have
time I read about this was in our last campaign, and what I believe the sage advice had said at the time was basically if your DM thinks, it would make sense for you to have a bonus action, sure. I do not believe you would have a bonus action.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So I just ask when I think
That's
I
fine.
might want one.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
I think doing 60 or 70, however many points of damage you just did is more than enough. I think you're fine. All right.
Yeah. Cool. But like, if I was about to die, maybe would that be a situation where,
No.
last ditch effort?
No, but because you can only use a bonus action on your turn. So if you were about to die, that would tend to mean it was probably something else's turn, and so your bonus action would be moot.
Okay.
Because it would not be your turn.
Well, I'm assuming if my turn is starting and I have just a few hit points left.
Well, if your turn is starting, you have to make.
You would use a regular action or a.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to use. What is it you're trying to do? Just come out and state what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to understand when a bonus action comes into play.
So you can use a bonus action anytime on your turn. You have one bonus action every turn that you take, and you can use that whenever you want in your turn. You do not have an extra bonus action. You just have one bonus action. Unless I decide you have an extra bonus action. And I've never decided that for anybody, by the way.
And that could be take a healing potion or another attack or.
Healing potion for yourself.
I mean, yeah, you could take a healing potion to, if you were worried about dying. Dude, you're back at max HP right now. You're over 200 hit points.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just trying to understand. That's all.
Okay.
I'm not worried. I'm just
All
trying
right,
to understand. That's
All right.
all.
Well, let's clarify that stuff when it's not Torka's turn. Torka, what would you like to do? It is your turn.
Okay, so I've used my action. And this is like a 30-foot drop to the ground.
What did you use your action for?
Oh, I don't want to say wasted it, but I used it.
Oh, you used divine
sense.
Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay.
So this is like 30 feet to the ground here.
Now, from where you are, there is like a balcony patio out here. But yeah, you are at least right here. You'd be about 30 feet up. Yeah. So if you were go to here, you would, like, if you drop down off of that, you would take 3d6 damage from dropping 30 feet.
Okay. But walking to here is just normal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Now, that being said, Loomis and Lord Roville are 60 feet up in the air. If you zoom in, you can actually see there's a 6 on the wings on their icons.
Okay. I'm not going to move there. Man, I think I can't cast that. I'm going to move to here and crouch down next to, not go prone or anything, just crouch.
Well, crouching down would
to...
kind of intimate that you're no longer standing, which gives you the prone condition.
Then I'm not doing that. Okay. That'll end my turn. But before my turn ends, I guess we got to resolve the ice storm.
If it's the end of your turn, the ice storm just goes away.
You wouldn't take damage for that again?
So after the damage, right? The damage is only done, I think, when the spell goes off. It remains in effect as difficult terrain.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me read the exact. How I've understood it.
I just read through it. I think you're right.
Yeah, that's why you make the dexterity saving throw, is because of the damage. And then it doesn't say that you continue to take damage. It just says after that, hailstones turn the storm's area of effect in difficult terrain until the end of your next turn. It just at the end of your turn, it just goes away.
Goodbye, lady.
All right. And at the end of your turn, next up is Stokel. I need a death saving throw from Stokel.
Coming right up. Let me get back to his page. Death save.
$18.
That's a success.
He has one successful death saving throw.
Got it.
Next up is our good friend, Lord Roville, who once again will reach out with the necrotic energy surrounding his body and make one attack against all of you. 28 is going to hit. With a 20, though, because he would have disadvantage hitting Loomis, because Loomis is right there in his grill while he's casting the spell. But a 20 would still hit Loomis. And let's see here. Soren, even if you casted shield, 28's going to hit that.
Definitely.
So let's see. That's going to be 44 necrotic. Stokel also takes 44 necrotic damage, and he takes 1 failed death saving throw. Actually, that might be 2. It's been a while since I've had to come across that. No, it's just the 1. Or wait, no. If there had been a critical hit, he would have taken 2. But since he's not at 0 hit points, so he's still going to take damage. But I'm going to say he doesn't take the fail.
Okay, so
I'll be generous, yeah.
No fail.
But he does take
But
the
I
damage.
did take the damage. Yep,
Yeah.
I took the damage.
All right. And as a bonus action, Lord Roville quaffs a potion.
Gross. Wait, so Torka took 44 as well?
Everybody took 44 points of necrotic damage unless they had resistance to necrotic damage. So that would be 175 minus 44.
I'm working on it, brother.
There you go. Okay. All right. Next up is the start of round 4. Soren Lorenzen is up.
Alrighty.
Why do you have a
Just trying to
ninja on you?
I'm trying to remember what that is.
Is that detect invisibility?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, that's what I'll do. I will quicken Finger of Death. But before I do anything, I will come down here and use as my action to stabilize Cole.
Okay.
And and will that allow him to wake up?
It'll stop him from dying, but somebody's
Yes.
got to take an action to try to smack him around a little bit to wake him up.
Okay. All right. So that'll have to be.
Go ahead and make your medicine check.
Yes.
You have to get a 10 to stabilize him. It is a DC 10 to stabilize somebody.
All right. Second, over here, and damn it, I had it there for a second. There we go.
All right, you got a 12. That is enough to stabilize your friend, who is no longer dying, but who is prone and asleep. He is stable, but he is still unconscious. Gotcha. Somebody will have to spend their action waking him up.
All right, and let's do that. Finger of Death at Lord Roville.
DC 19 Constitution saving throw. He has advantage on this because he has magic resistance. Go ahead.
I will go ahead and heighten. Oh, no, I can't because I've already used something. All right, cool. That's it.
All right. And he saves with a 28. So he would take half that damage? So he would take 31 points of damage. All right. Does that end your turn?
I yell at Cole to wake up, but I don't think that's going to work.
No, you got to use an action to start slapping him around a little bit to try to shake him like,
Gotcha.
Wake up, wake up.
Like
all right, next up is Loomis.
Okay. He's going to attack with his Great Axe and his Surge. So there's one.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll the damage. All right, 12.
So that's. Oh, okay.
That's 1. That's your first attack. You have 5 more. All right, that's a crit. Go ahead and roll the damage. No. You literally hit where it says great axe plus 2.
Oh, alright.
You did it right the first time. All right, so minus 19.
Okay.
This is your third attack.
Third attack.
19 does not hit.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
29 does hit. Roll your damage. Minus 13.
That should be the 31 is a.
Oh, no,
like-
wait. Hang on. The 31, yeah. You would roll another 1d12. All right, another 10.
Okay.
All right, with advantage, a 20 does hit.
14. And that's. What is that? 5 or is that 3? One more.
That is, hang on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have one more.
Darn it.
And that misses.
Okay. That'll end my turn.
All right, next up is Torkagalu. Next up is Torkagalu. Dale.
I'm sorry, I was muted. What is the mechanic to get Cole on his feet?
So it's going to take an action. It's going to take somebody spending an action to wake Cole up, shaking him, yelling at him, maybe patting his
Okay.
cheek.
So I will do that. I will smack him around a little bit,
All right.
slap his face a little bit, shake his shoulders, try and help him up to his feet. Come on, boy, get back in the fight.
You got my cheese whiz, boy? All right. So that works. Cole has woken up. He is still prone. He will be able to go on his turn.
Okay.
All right. What else do you want to do? You have a
I'm going.
bonus action. You have movement.
From what Torque has seen, all of Roville's attacks seem to be huge cones of damage.
Okay.
Is that right?
No, he did lay down a fireball earlier, and ever since then, he's mainly just been doing that arcane burst, which he just is going to make one attack at, and hit whatever he wants to hit within 120 feet.
So it doesn't matter where we're at.
Up to 120 feet.
No cone, no line of sight issues, nothing like that.
No.
Okay, just clarifying.
Especially since everybody's out in the open right now. But even when Chris Head was inside, he was able to hit him through the wall.
Okay.
Because that's the way his ability is set up. It's set up so that he just has to make the attack roll. If he hits your AC, he just hits you.
Okay.
And it's not like he didn't know that they weren't in that room, because they've been doing the Three Stooges in and out of the door thing, right over there.
Torque's gonna move up, and that'll end Torque's turn.
All right. Next up is Cole. Would Cole like to spend half his movement to get up?
He would.
All right.
So without spending too much time, I cannot remember. Has Cole polymorphed himself or someone else into anything that can fly?
He hasn't. Well, hang
I
on.
thought he did a big
I
thing
wanna-
of birds or
I
something.
want to say, well, no, he couldn't turn himself into more than one bird. He has conjured many birds before, but he has not turned himself into. I take that back. I think he did turn himself into a large eagle one time.
Well, I'm okay though with conjuring animals and conjuring like a flock of.
Well, I mean, you have to find the spell and make sure you have the spell slot.
I have all my spell slots. Thanks to Christopher. I'm sorry, Cole has all his spell slots. I don't know how this works as far as you having
Okay,
tokens
so
and stuff, and so I wanted to try and do something easy.
well, here's what's going to happen. So the first thing that you have to figure out is: do you want one beast of challenge rating 2 or lower? Do you want 2 of challenge rating 1 or lower? Or do you want 4 of challenge rating 1/2 or 8 of 1/4?
So a challenge rating of 2
Okay, so you want
for
one
one
beast
beast. No.
with a challenge rating
If
of
I
2.
do,
Okay, go ahead.
I don't understand what that means, Trey.
So when you do conjure animals, you have the ability to get one creature of challenge rating 2 or lower, or you can have 2 creatures of challenge rating 1 or lower,
Okay,
or you
but
can have 4 of challenge rating 1/2 or lower, or 8 creatures of challenge rating 1/4 or lower.
I get that. I don't understand what kind of creature that would be.
Okay, so for that we would look up CR2 creatures. So let's see.
I understand the dynamic
that would be
I can get one
beasts.
strong creature, or I can get lots of not strong creatures.
You could have you can have an Allosaurus, an Aurochs, a giant ant, giant boar, giant constrictor snake, a giant crayfish, a giant elk, giant pufferfish,
Okay,
hunter shark, mega. Okay, go ahead.
Let me do 2 beasts of a challenge rating 1 or lower that fly.
All right, hang on. That fly. Let's look. That would be 2 giant eagles.
Sounds awesome.
All right. Give me just a second here. I've got to. Oh wait, why didn't I do that? Hang on. What am I doing more work than I need to do for? And I will put this in Stokel's folder. If I can ever get to it. So you should have access to it now.
Giant eagle traits. Yep.
All right. Let me finish making that its token here. You should be able to click on that. Go ahead and test it. Can you click on it and see its numbers and the bubbles and everything?
I cannot.
Okay. What about now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me duplicate that. So you can put those anywhere that you want to within 60 feet of coal.
Okay.
All right. Now, click on one of those eagle tokens and open up the stat block and do initiative. Because this spell mandates that they have their own initiative.
Okay. So when I click on Giant Eagle,
It's going to be in the middle, towards the top. It's going to say INIT. And
I
look
know
like a
I
dice.
don't see any stats at all on this. I see the description.
Oh, okay. So click on where it says character sheet. You're going to see 3 tabs kind of at the top. You see that, Dale?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to roll initiative for them.
Cool.
Give me a second. So they have an initiative of 9.17, which means they go before Cole, which means they won't go until next turn because Cole is at initiative 9 and it is his turn.
Wouldn't 9.17 be after 9?
9.17 is in
Oh, we're
fact
going the other
higher
one.
than 9.
Got it. Got it. Okay. I don't have anything on their sheets except bio.
You don't have one. Hang on.
Like I have no stats.
Hang
When
on.
it's time to actually fight, I don't even know what to click.
I'm going to copy and paste something. So, got to go and click on. So, what you are looking at in the upper left corner, it looks something like this, and I'll put this in Discord. Correct?
No.
No. Okay. What does it look like? What are you looking at?
I'm going to show you one sec, putting it in Discord. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I think I know why. Now see if you have a, or close it out and then reopen it, and then see
Closed
if
it.
you.
Yep, I got
Okay.
I got
Alright.
everything I need now.
Okay.
Sorry, thank
That
you.
no, that's okay. That was my fault. All
I
right.
see the
Very good. Is there anything else Cole wants to do? He has used his action.
Cole's gonna get up and move over here.
Okay.
Don't know what just happened to me. Cole's gonna move over here.
Okay.
Why do I keep moving back? There we go.
I don't know.
All right.
On my screen,
That'll end Cole's
you look
turn.
like you're right here.
He kept moving me back to where he was. Okay. That'll end Cole's turn.
I did that one right there. I'm just kind of moving him back here. Does he appear right here for you now?
He does.
Okay. Next up is Lord Roville. Lord Roville will once again lash out with his arcane burst. Because why wouldn't he?
Is that a spell by any chance?
It is not a spell. It is a
Okay.
ability. .34 is going to hit all of you, including the Eagles. 42 necrotic damage. So the good news is, for Cole, he's free to concentrate on other spells.
The Eagles die.
The Eagles are dead. The Eagles have landed. And everyone else takes 42 necrotic damage. All right. And that will end Lord Roville's turn. We're at the start now of round 5. And Soren is up.
I will fly up to
Okay.
Lord Roville.
All right. So you are 60 feet up in the air?
Yep. Fly up to Lord Roville, and I will cast Shocking Grasp.
This will be at normal. He is not wearing metal armor of any kind.
Gotcha.
Took out his nipple clamps.
A 22, however, does hit.
Cool. And let's see, that's for 11 points of damage. And I will cast Dispel Magic to dispel his ability to fly.
Okay. I think that's 4th level.
Alrighty. Okay. 4th level. And there we go. Oops. I'll do it at a 4th level.
No, I think I'm telling you. I need to know what I think it's 4th level. Is that what you have? Never mind.
I'll
Never
do it
mind.
at a
I'll
4th
look it
level.
up. I'll
Yeah.
look it up. I'll look it up. Dispel magic. Okay. I'm looking
Dispel
up.
Magic's a 3rd level. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
That's what I was, that's what I was trying to get at.
I can cast it out. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you can cast it whatever you want. I just wanted to know what level it was. All right.
Gotcha.
So
I will cast it at a 3rd level then.
All right. So you take away, or you target what you believe is the effect that is letting him fly, because you're aware that earlier was a potion. But Soren Lorenzen, whatever is letting him fly now, it's not a potion.
Or any kind of magical ability.
You would guess it is the arcane magic that is now inherently part of him, but it is not a magical effect. It's more like it's actually part of him.
Oh, so it's like if a dragon has wings, it's not the magic of his wing. It's that his physical ability.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
The dragon's not flying magically. Right. The dragon can just fly because he's a dragon. Yeah. So that's what you gathered from this, is that this was not a potion, because you clearly knew earlier that they were using potions to help them do stuff, but it's no longer the case with him. Something else is empowering him, and it has changed him physically.
All right. Well, I will yell this out to my comrades that role
play that out.
Yeah. his abilities are not by some kind of magic potion or item. He's physically this thing. It's almost like he's a demon.
He's
And
physically
that
this thing.
yes. Yeah,
All right.
so, all right.
Very good. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Next up is Loomis, who is muted right now.
Loomis will fly around his backside.
Wow.
I hear you, Soren. I will still slice,
Excellent.
regardless.
Slice.
Okay, here we go.
Why did you move around? I'm just kind of you already had advantage.
Oh, I do, but I don't know about Soren later on.
Okay, that's fair.
Ah, very
All
nice.
right, so 28. That does hit for 13 slashing damage.
Okay. 19?
19 does not hit him.
Oh, darn it.
32 does. That is a crit.
And then my D12 coming up.
No, that's you just literally click where it says Great Axe +2. It's
Did
highlighted
that.
for you.
I did that again, sorry.
All right, so 29 points of damage. This would be your fourth attack.
Oh, no, I have no more search.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Just 3. Yeah, that's it. All right, very good. Does that end your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right, next up then is Torcagallo.
That is me. All right. I think Torka is going to. God, he's so hamstrung not being able to fly.
I thought you were about to say, oh, God, he's so handsome.
That's one handsome looking torque.
That's a good-looking Torta.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could try to Misty Step above one of your friends and fall and hope that they catch you.
Or I could Misty Step above Lord Roville and just fall with my war pick out. Like maybe I could.
Nice.
You
Make
could
it
do
into
that. Now, keep in mind, you're going to take 60 feet of falling damage. But
Yeah, that's bad.
I would let you make those attacks because that sounds cool.
I'm sure you would let me do that.
I would let you take the 66 damage. That's not that bad. I mean, average that's going to be 18.
So
As a reaction, could I try to catch him?
No, because it's not being done to you.
Oh, that's so true.
So, the mechanic, if I did that,
So you are 30 feet up in the air right now. If you
Yeah,
cast
Misty
Misty
Step up
Step, which is a
30.
bonus action,
yeah,
it'll give you 30 feet. You would literally appear right on top of Lord Roville. If you wanted to, I would allow you to make your 2 attacks, but then you're going to fall down to the courtyard and take 66 damage.
God, if I could get some sort of an, I think I'll do it because I do have a DM inspiration. You're my inspiration. Yeah. So, Torka's standing there and kind of dumbfounded,
And I'm allowing this just because it sounds really cool.
and he sees this really goofy looking girl just kind of show up in his peripheral, kind of like an angel of Morden, and she says, "Do you want to live forever?"
Love
and
it.
Torka shakes his head. No, I don't want to live forever. Ah. So yes, Torka will Misty Step as close as he can, but just a few inches higher than Lord Roville. Nightcrawler, just bam. And he'll swing away. I'm marking off a spell slot.
All right, you can make 2 attacks at Lord Roville. These are normal. You're not getting any kind of advantage from your friends.
Yeah. Alright, first attack.
You're kind of low, Hendo.
Yeah, you need to talk into your microphone or your
First
headset.
attack
mic.
is a major whiff.
Yeah.
Second attack is
Second
not.
attack hits.
Vicious
We'll,
war pig.
we'll pump some smite into that.
Okay.
Let's do 3d6 radiant. Level 2.
Big money, big money, big money.
Well, that's it. 11 more.
Minus another 11. The good news, Torka, is as you're falling to the courtyard, the hard brick courtyard, you can tell that Lord Roville now does look pretty bad.
He
And
won't soon forget Orca Galoo.
he's definitely not going to forget the turtle that Misty stepped above him and then fell and took 17 points of damage and landed prone.
Death from above.
Impending
Oh wait,
doom.
Roville landed prone.
Whoa. I
No,
screwed up.
Torka landed prone.
Oh, okay.
Torka Misty stepped above Lord Roville, and then we let him make his 2 attacks, and then he fell.
I fell 60 feet to the ground.
Okay.
So I'm on my back, 60 feet below you dudes.
As you are on your back, just because it is fun and for flavor, you cannot breathe.
Oh, that's not cool.
But
I get it.
All right, next up then, is that in your turn?
Yeah.
That was pretty boss.
Yeah, that was an epic move. I was gonna say that was.
That was pretty boss, dude. That was
like a turtle war scream while you were doing it.
Some gurgly thing.
All right. So, next up is Cole, who is no longer concentrating. That's good news for Cole.
Yeah. So. My dog is so loud.
I don't hear it.
That's not gonna work.
I had one player who was a paladin in campaign 1, back in their first campaign, who did that same thing that you did, but he did it to a wyvern. And then he wound up on top of the wyvern. And the wyvern was like 30 feet up, I think.
That's
So,
cool. If
when
I
you
could've-
were, that's why I raised it as a possibility, because I had let him do it in the last campaign.
If I could have, held on to Lord Roville, that would have been cool too.
That would have been your action.
He's too little.
If you could have grappled him, but you wouldn't have been able to make 2 attacks.
So I guess Cole's gonna. I hate playing this bard. Cole's gonna move up to here. And Cole's just gonna shoot his crossbow.
Okay.
Is that one shot?
Yeah, he is a bard. He does not get extra attacks. He will just make the one shot with a crossbow.
Well, that's dumb. Cole's gonna run up to there, and Cole's gonna do. Cole's gonna cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Where did you go? Put it in the chat. So yeah, I'm just gonna cast that and see if you can fail a DC Wisdom
DC
save.
19. He will have advantage on the roll, as it is a spell. DC 19 versus Hideous Laughter. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, he passes.
All right. And that'll end Cole's turn.
Now, if he had failed that, he would have gone prone, which means he would have dropped from the sky right down next to you and would have taken that 66 damage.
I mean,
But-
it sounded like a good idea.
But he did not, and as
He's
such,
got like a plus 20 or something.
on his saving throw, he's pretty much got like plus 12s across the board on most stuff. All right, so, because keep in mind, this is like a boss dude that you're fighting. This isn't like, like a knight that you come across in the fields, just by random who wants to kill you. This is like one of the end boss guys. So, he is going to lash out once more with that arcane burst, making one attack roll, targeting all of you, including you, Torka, because you're still within his range. However, we will use the lower roll on Soren and Loomis as they are right next to him. So with a 26, or no, I'm sorry, a 23, that could be affected by your shield spell, Soren.
I will definitely cast shield.
Okay. Loomis, that, however, does still hit you, and it is still going to hit Torka, because for Torka it was a 26, and for Cole it was a 26. So let's see the damage on that. Oh, you guys lucked out. It's only 27 points on necrotic for Cole, Torka, and Loomis. And that will end Lord Roville's turn. I will say this. Soren, Loomis, and Torka, since you're right underneath this guy, it does look like his body is starting to swell with necrotic power. His body is starting to plump up like a cooking hot dog with this necrotic energy. You would guess that at some point there's going to be some sort of explosive release. I'll give you that as a freebie. We're at the start now of round 6.
Is it the girl that turns into a blueberry?
It is not. But it is Soren Lawrence's turn.
All right. Let's see.
She didn't explode, by the way.
will-
She was taken to the juicing room.
Juicing room.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you even Willy Wonka, bro?
Guess that's glue.
Do you even Willy Wonka?
Guess not. You flexed hard there. Guess not.
I did flex. All right. So, Soren, what are we doing?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to. Shoot, I'm going to go ahead and. Quicken. Shocking grasp again,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and hit him with it.
All right. You
And
you have that's a crit. Hang on, Linus is. I'm having Linus interference. I need you to give Daddy the mouse. Okay. And don't hang on the lampshade. That
Oh,
that will trigger Grandma, who is listening right now. You don't want her rushing over here in a car.
yeah,
All right.
I hear the door busting open
Yeah.
behind.
Just,
Get off my
I'm trying to
lampshade.
get the mouse by earning my keep.
All right.
My good shade.
Wrong mouse, Linus. The wrong mouse.
So that is a crit for 34 points of damage.
Nice.
And Lord Roville looking even worse. And he
All right.
continues
And
to swell and plump as he cooks with that necrotic energy.
gotcha. And something tells me I won't get far enough if I try to do anything. I will hit him with Finger of Death. Finger of Death. Let's see.
Grasp.
And there we go.
All right. DC 19 Constitution save. It is a spell. He will have advantage. So with advantage, he gets a 28. He only takes half damage, but he only had 2 hit points.
Oh wow.
So Soren, how do you
Yeah.
kill
First,
Lord Roville? First, we'll deal with the good news. How do you kill Lord Roville, who only had 2 hit points left?
I pretty much uh, uh, cleave into his chest with my hand, and
With your clawed dragon hand?
yes, exactly.
oh, that's
My
better than.
clawed dragon hand. Yeah, and then magically, take the life out of him, and then Roville, with a gasp, goes, "Thank you," and then
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
dies.
whoa, 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 whoa. I'll speak for Lord Roville.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get to speak for the NPCs.
I squeezed a thank you out of him. There we go.
No.
Go ahead.
No. All right,
No,
so
no, no, no.
as you reach in and snuff the life out of Lord Roville, not unlike a dark candle, the swirling necrotic damage, or the swirling necrotic energy, pardon me, that has been seeping
And
into
make
his
him into a
body.
zombie.
Make him, yeah,
A humanoid killed by this. Yeah, sorry, I do
yeah.
kill him.
I know.
Humanoid kill.
Can I finish?
Oh
now?
wow, cool. Oh yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
Allow me to
I
finish
just realized that.
because this is going to be a moot point. So,
Oh right.
as the necrotic energy is seeping into his body, the energy that had been swirling around him, and is causing him to plump, not unlike, remember that one dude towards the end of Big Trouble in Little China?
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Kind of like that guy. And he
Yeah.
bursts.
Thunder.
And he
Uh.
bursts not unlike a Baylor. And I need everyone to make a DC 20 saving throw.
DC 20.
Oh goodness.
What am I saving on?
It is a dexterity saving throw. DC
Dex
20.
save. Okay, Dex.
Loomis fails. Loomis takes 39 points of damage.
No, I get to re-roll.
Okay. All right. All right. Loomis succeeds. Loomis takes 19 points of damage. Torka fails hard and takes 39 points of damage.
I will
Soren
use my bardic
Lawrenson.
Inspiration.
All right, Soren. So with adding that D12, 14 plus 9 is 23. You succeed. You only take 19 points of damage. Now I need somebody
Whew.
to roll one for Stokel back there against the wall.
I did. It says 2020.
Oh, that's the second one that you made? All right,
Yeah.
with that, he passes. He only takes 19 points of damage. And that completely consumes the body of Lord Roville.
Oof.
You did see him turning into a zombie, though, right before the explosion as the energy was moving into his dead husk. But still, yeah, very, very exploding.
That was the first time I killed somebody with Finger of Death. So that's why I was like going, wait, oh my gosh, that's a thing.
Torka, how do you feel?
But too bad.
Like turtle soup.
Like hammered shit?
Like hammered turtle dung.
All right, we are going to end there for tonight, and we will pick
Thank you,
up.
Trey.
You are welcome. We will pick up next week and see what you guys find in the mansion this time. We didn't do that at the beginning of last session because you got attacked. So we'll
By
see.
Ursula, the Lord Rokesville.
Roville. So we will see what happens next week as Soren looks for all the copper and all of the fine silverware. I think going forward, if we have one player missing from now on, we're just not going to play. Because after tonight and watching Torka try to struggle with figuring out how to bard at level 17, it's not fair to somebody else to come in and try to, pick up a high level character from scratch. So I think
That's true.
I think going forward, if somebody can't make it, we're just not going to play. I think that's fair.
I dig it.
I think that's
I
fair.
kind of felt like that since he's on a 30 wedding anniversary. We could have waited, but okay, I'm the low guy on the totem pole.
Well,
no, it's okay. Well,
it's that
we got
kind
it
of thing
right
where we've played before missing one person, but it's as you get higher up in level, it gets more and more dense as to what characters can do, and then you do the best you can, and then somebody else is going to come back later and say, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well, I mean, you did the best you could. It's kind of unfair to expect you to know how to bard, out of the blue. So
I am expecting Jonathan to call me tomorrow and just absolutely
I'm so
lambast
disappointed.
me. Yes.
I think the first thing he'll do is like, why did you say after he attacks for the react? Which was funny because after you said it, I was like, okay, just to reiterate, just making sure, the trigger is after he attacks. Because that was fun, because I knew how that would go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will pick this up tomorrow. Chris Head, an eventful night for Soren
Yes.
Lawrenson, who gained the power of a
I
god
know.
and then cast it away in order to save his friends. But if you hadn't, you guys would have been pounded flat.
Yeah.
Because think of how you ended the fight. Cole has 19 hit points. Torka has 6. You're down to 34.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, that saved y'all's bacon, but at the same time, at what cost?
I mean, I think we're
I
about
know,
to run,
I know.
right? I mean,
We're
Do
just
what?
gonna have to skin a cat somewhere and then make him a cat suit.
Make him a
We
cat
don't talk that way in this household,
Oh,
sir. We don't say
sorry,
things like
Linus.
that. We don't say things like that.
Sorry,
right.
No
Linus.
offense. No offense.
All right, we will end here for the week, and we will see everyone next week. Say good night to everybody who's going to watch this later on YouTube.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
that's gonna watch
everybody.
this later on YouTube.
Good night.